Welcome along to episode 806 of the Milk Bar. Jason Forrest here with you as ever. And coming up on the show this week, a bit of a Panto special. We'll be hearing from the team behind Walsall Arena's Panto. It is Dick Whittington meeting up with their principal cast and also the principals from Stafford Gatehouse's production too. We've got Mark Rhodes, we have David Phips-Davis, we have Ollie Hart-Bradford, and we have Wendy Wink and Theo the Mouse. Plus, on top of all of that, we're finding out about the brand new Andy's Man Club. Danny Rice telling us about the Wolverhampton branch, which is recently opened. That's all on the way on the show this week.
Welcome to the Milk Bar. 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 Welcome to the Milk Bar.
Now, Andy's Man Club is an organisation with more than 200 meetings on a Monday, usually, across the UK. Wolverhampton has a brand new branch, and it's being looked after by Danny Rice, who joins me now. How are you, sir?
Hi.
So tell us a bit about how you first came to Andy's Man Club itself, because it's named after Andy Roberts, who sadly lost his life to suicide.
That's correct, yes. So the organisation was founded in 2016. It was co-founded by a guy called Luke Ambler, who was Andy Roberts' brother-in-law, and Andy Roberts' mum, Elaine Roberts. And the aim was so that no families had to go through what they both went through themselves. And it was also said that if Andy had had someone to speak to, he may not have taken his life.
Yeah, it's an unexpected suicide. There hadn't been signs, and this is so often the case. I mean, it is a silent killer very often, and men are much more susceptible to this than women, and therefore the likes of Andy's Man Club is a chance to sit down in a non-clinical environment, have a chat, a biscuit, a brew, but and be able to talk through whatever you need to talk about, or not, or just to be there, or whatever it is you need.
That's right. Yeah, it's just a place for men to talk, and it's men supporting men. I've actually got the talking ball with me this evening. So this is the ball that we have. When you've got the ball, it's your turn to talk or not talk if you don't want to talk. But that's what we do in the meeting. So we pass the ball around, and we start off by asking questions like, how's your week been? What's been a positive of your week? And then we get to the big question then, which is, do you have anything to get off your chest? And it all depends on which man's talking and what it is they want to get off their chest. Sometimes people just want to moan about potholes in the road.
And if that's where their way of venting a bit of anger, it might be that's not really what is at the core of that they're concerned about, but actually allowing that to boil off a bit on a subject which may seem trivial, but actually helps them to talk is what it's all about.
Absolutely, yeah. It all starts with just talking, and people always feel a bit better after they've spoken. It's not going to solve every problem. It's not going to give every solution, but talking about it and sometimes hearing your own thoughts can be just as helpful as hearing the thoughts of somebody else.
Now, you're alumni of the Stafford Andy's Man Club. You've been a member there for some time. And what brought you and your friends to bring the Wolverhampton branch together?
Okay, so what we've been doing is we've been getting out and about in the streets. We've been having conversations with people, telling them what Andy's Man Club is, that it's a safe, non-judgmental place for them to go to. I have to say, and this will shock a lot of people, in Wolverhampton, the biggest supporters of Andy's Man Club have been women.
And then saying that, and that's really because they see possibly the issues that men are having, but also realise they need possibly their peers to talk to.
Definitely, the women that have come up to us have said they've got a man in their life, whether it's their son, their brother, their father, their partner, or just a colleague at work. They say, I know he's very quiet. He's not communicating what it is. I'm just a bit worried. If I got him to your club, do you think he would open up? And we say, just send him along. We're there. He'll have a brew. They'll have the opportunity to talk. And hopefully it can be the start of opening up then about whatever it is that's going on.
And sometimes you may end up having conversations which could lead to signposting if they look for further help. And this is the advantage of having an organisation where someone can come and talk, and there is actually a support behind the organisation for those who are the leaders in that particular location.
Absolutely, yeah. Being in Wolverhampton, I've got around all the various organisations that exist here to see when somebody speaks if there's a particular issue that they can be helped with further, maybe Alcoholics Anonymous or Gamblers Anonymous, or perhaps they've got an issue where they're caring for somebody and they need some support because they're caring for a sick person. Perhaps they need some help from the Citizens Advice Bureau. Once they speak, then we can further direct them then to different organisations, but they can always come back to us and talk.
Yeah, and they say this not the club that goes away. You don't come along, air your views, maybe get pointed into a direction to help, and then that's it. Actually, you're there to be part of that community, to listen to somebody else when they want to talk too, which is why it's not essential that you have your say.
Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes guys come and they just listen and they say, "Wow, listening to the other guys around this room has made me really think about their own life and their own situation." And sometimes they listen to other guys and they're completely blown away by the stories and what they've overcome. So you can learn just as much from listening as you can from talking.
Mm-hmm. So who is eligible to attend?
Okay, so the only rules are you have to be a man and you have to be over the age of 18. So any man over the age of 18 can attend Andy's Man Club.
And you get a wide variety of ages. I mean, the first meeting in Wolverhampton, was it well attended?
It was well attended. So we had 24 people in total, with 15 of those never having attended an Andy's Man Club before.
So it is there, it is available, and it is simple enough. Just come along. So time and venue, please.
Okay, so the time is 7 p.m. And it goes on till 9 p.m. The venue is the University of Wolverhampton Science Park, which is Glacier Drive, WV10 9RU. When they come into the car park, they'll see one of our guys in this t-shirt, and they will direct you then to the right entrance. It's quite a big place, but we'll make sure you get to the right entrance.
Well, with more than 4,500 men across the UK attending an Andy's Man Club, appropriate in memory of Andy Roberts, as we say, and something which hopefully can avoid men losing their life to suicide. Even if that's not the thought that you have at the moment, but you still wish to talk, this is a place to talk, to open up. This is prevention of getting to that point of desperation where suicide seems like an option. This is about talking through the issues that you have in a non-medical environment, no judgment. This is a place to come together with your peers from all ages, all backgrounds across our city and beyond, to be able to share a moment of speech without being stopped. You talk, you have your say, you have that ball. That is your time. And whilst obviously you're mindful of the fact that everybody has to get their say in during the 2-hour session, it's all about that togetherness, isn't it? And this can really make a huge difference.
And that's another thing that until you've gone to an Andy's Man Club, you won't understand. You will make friendship bonds with the people that are in the group because you've been so open about whatever it is that's going on in your life. A lot of times people there might give you their opinions on different things that are going on in your life, and you make strong bonds of friendship. And that's how the Wolverhampton branch. So it's myself and Shabba is the other person. Shabba can't be here this evening because he's got family commitments, which kind of shows you the kind of guy that he is, that he's got those family commitments and he honors those commitments. So that tells you a little bit about what kind of guy that he is. But me and Shabba met at Stafford. We didn't know each other before. We were just two men who had just attended the same club. And we've really bonded, and I'd say now he's one of the best friends I've had in my life.
Long may these friendship bonds continue to be made. Mondays, 7 o'clock, Andy's Man Club. And you need to head to the University of Wolverhampton Science Park. Give us that address and postcode again.
Okay, so it's the University of Wolverhampton Science Park. It's Glacier Drive. It's Wolverhampton, and it's WV10 9RU.
So you can find the club make sure you're there in good time. 7 o'clock start through till 9, and you can get all the details about all the clubs at andysmanclub.co.uk. Well, Danny Rice, thank you for joining us, and thank you for starting up an Andy's Man Club in our city.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now, Dick Whittington is the Panto of choice at the Walsall Arena. I have here with me in the rehearsal room 6 very cast-like looking people. How are we doing?
We're good, thanks.
Yeah. So we were sort of snuck into the middle of rehearsals. So we have a big shout out for who's doing what. You don't have to be so loud because you're closer, okay? Start, Darren, go on.
Okay, so I'm Darren, and I'm playing the Dame in the Panto, and she's called Fanny Haddock.
Right.
My name's Morgan. I'm going to be playing Dick Whittington.
No, it's your knapsack down there, isn't it?
It is, yes, yeah.
I'm Sophie and I'm playing Alice Fitzwarren.
I'm Emily and I'm Queen Rat. I'm Dawn and I'm playing Mayoress Fitzwarren, plus other roles.
Okay. the other roles of importance in Panto.
No spoilers.
Okay.
I'm Giles and I'm playing Whiskers the cat.
There we go. See, it's always good to know where the cat is at, isn't it, and this sort of thing. So, you get the most impressive costume, I think, then.
Yeah, it's a proper big old 6-foot cat.
Who doesn't need a 6-foot cat? Okay, so with all of this, it's all about bringing joy and happiness at Christmas. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
That's the way. And we're here. I like the fact we've got various bits of props in the rehearsal room. I've not been to a rehearsal room in this state before, so I don't get out as much as I ought to. I'm intrigued by the inflatable bananas. The cutlasses make sense, but the car horn.
Interesting. Would you like to show off the honky honk? Shall I?
Yeah, if you could demonstrate for us, that'd be great.
This is my honky honk.
You've trodden the cat.
To use it, yeah.
Hooray!
That's good.
Hooray! Hooray!
Mirth and merriment aplenty with that one, I would guess.
And the banana,
Yeah.
it makes no sense to you now. It will also probably make no sense during the show. It's so random, and there are more bananas. So if you're a banana fan,
Yeah.
this is the show for you.
You've actually bought up all the stock of inflatable bananas in
yes.
the WS
There's none
area.
left in the West Midlands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Panto at the arena down here. This is a great venue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's and some people still don't know that it's here. So
Well, some people know it was the Forest Arts Centre,
yeah.
which I think is a great name for anything having the surname Forest.
So
but even so,
if you're unsure, it's not far out of the city centre of Walsall. We're in the Leamore area, just before you get into Bloxwich. It's about a 600-seater venue. Great big stage.
plenty of parking as well, which is a
Free
good thing.
parking, plenty of it. Yeah.
We like parking.
Really warm and cosy venue.
Very warm and cosy.
It's a lovely family venue. If you ain't been here before, get yourself here now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Really nice. And another good thing about this this show and this venue is that it can be very expensive to take the family to Panto at Christmas, as people will know. And this is very, very affordable, which has been important to the venue and to us, that people can afford to come and bring their family to see a show at Christmas time.
But you're not scrimping on show. There's a full show. This is everything, isn't it? You're even going to wear wigs, aren't you?
Yeah, there's going to be lots of wigs, there's going to be lots of dresses. Don't tell anyone, I'm going to sneak in an extra costume each show. So by the end of the run, I'll be changing costume for each line.
Okay. Just don't do that on stage.
Yeah.
You need to be that needs to be off stage.
Yeah, they'll have a booth.
Will you be
Oh.
needing assistance for that?
No, I'll just be taking you by surprise.
This could prove interesting. Okay, so you have the title role and a knapsack, and you know how to use it.
Yep.
How are you preparing yourself for this? I mean, have you been checking out London and riding on boats and stuff?
Plenty of thigh slapping.
Yeah, that's important.
Everything I do
You've
has
worn
a
your
thigh
trousers
slap.
out
I
there.
do, yes.
Yeah,
They were whole this morning.
Yeah, that's just a lot of thigh
I need to
slapping.
take it easy, actually. Yeah. But yeah, trip down to London, plenty of thigh slapping on the Thames. We're all good. Yep.
I'm convinced. And we obviously have evil in our midst, though. I mean, how are you going to counter that?
I know, well, what do you mean? I mean, how are we going to counter it? Queen Rat, she's in charge, and that's all you need to know. You know, she's Cockney. She's Cockney, she's evil. She looks vaguely like a rat, although she could be confused for a cat at the same time. You never know. There are little hints. But no, she is evil. She wants the key to the city. She wants to stop Dick Whittington. That's the general vibe, isn't it, really? Yeah, evil. But she sees the error of her ways, as in every Panto, so we can all look forward
I think
to
we
that.
don't have to worry about spoilers too much, except for some of the magic that you're going to bring, because there are special bits. There are bits that people never have seen before in Panto, aren't there?
Oh yeah, and this is a new version of Dick Whittington. You know, we did Dick Whittington here back in 2013, but this script is a new script, and so it is a very unique version of Dick Whittington that I can guarantee no one has seen before. I think we can guarantee that. Yes.
Can I give you a little spoiler?
Go on.
We do find out that Queen Rat is an excellent swimmer.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, like Olympic standard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to leaving sinking ships, Queen Rat is sorted?
Yeah, she's there. She'd have survived the Titanic like that.
UK to the US, matter of hours, seconds.
Yeah. I'm already impressed. So how does the rest of it come together? Because there's going to be more set and scenery than we have in front of us here at the moment.
Yeah, we also don't have our dancers with us today. We also have dancers in the show. Massive ship set that we've got. You've only seen a few of the props. Obviously, you've seen none of the costumes. And the dance. It's going to be a big old spectacular, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be on from the 7th of December through to the 22nd of December.
Yeah.
And it's here at the Walsall Arena.
Yeah.
Google that, you can find that nice and easy.
Yeah.
How do people get tickets, please?
WalsallArena.com. Couldn't be easier than that.
Okay, simple as that. Check it out there. But I mean, I have to say, break a leg. You guys, I've seen you rehearsing. You're actually very good at this, aren't you?
You don't have to sound so surprised.
But I only know you to start off with. I've never met the rest of them, so I'm impressed with them. But we only had you to work on previously.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay, right. So have a great time. Enjoy your run to Christmas, making everybody happy. So say, break a leg. Have a brilliant time at WalsallArena.com.
Please come and see us.
They're amazing. Now, Jack and the Beanstalk is on stage at the Stafford Gatehouse from the 5th of December through until the 6th of January. Mark Rhodes, you are once again back in the Midlands doing your thing. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. Lovely to speak to you. As you can see, the poster.
You're on the poster.
Yeah, it's
nicely airbrushed on the poster as well.
How dare you?
I don't know if you've lost a bit of your beard, I think.
I've put on about 10 stone since that's been...
You're looking comfortable, that's all.
Yeah,
that's nothing more than that.
Hey, mate, you've got to be comfortable when you're doing Panto. Believe me, with these rehearsal days. December the 6th to January the 5th, Jack and the Beanstalk did Beauty and the Beast last year, which was so much fun in Stafford. Really lovely people. So it's nice to be back here, to be honest.
But you've got an amazing cast as well. I mean, David Phips-Davis, playing alongside him, you must have a great time.
Yeah, well, that was the thing. Like, all the people on that poster were in it last year. So David, my God, he's incredibly talented. And for me, you know, I played the comic character, but me and the Dame, who Dave is, we have this chemistry that I think it takes a bit of time to get it, but once you've got it, it's really...
But it did work. I mean, I came to the dress rehearsal last year, and you absolutely had it nailed. I mean, it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. And the bit that surprised me, there's not many people on the stage who can normally out-sing you. But Davey's up there, isn't he?
Oh, mate. Well, he's an opera singer, essentially. So, like, when he did that at the end, he's got a stunning voice. So, and he's singing a lot in this show as well. I am singing a bit more in this show, which you know, I'm going to enjoy a bit more because I can't dance. So I might as well sing.
But you can do comedy, and so that's okay.
Yes.
I mean, your time with Sam made all that happen, didn't it?
Exactly. Well, he's in Wakefield at the minute. He's actually starting his shows tonight. Mm-hmm. So I've got 2 weeks on him, bless him. So, yeah.
But you're still working hard all the way through Christmas.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's what it's all about. Like Panto, it's just about that interaction with the audience, and like the people in Stafford are not just saying it, they are salt the earth people, so it's nice to...
It's a good gig, good venue, and I think that's the thing, isn't it? You can interact with the audience in a good way, and you can have just that bit of a laugh, but it has got so much more to it because of that.
I think so. I think when Jack and the Beanstalk's a really good Panto story as well, because there's like, you know, Jeopardy with the giant, you know, you've got Buttercup the cow, and he's selling the cow, like, it's just funny. It's like a funny visual show.
So tell us about your character, though, because you have said comedy, but give us his name.
Lazy Larry Trott.
So Larry Trott. This fits well then.
Yes, absolutely. I love it. But I'm the big brother of Jack, who obviously fights the... I was going to say Beast then. That was Beauty and the Beast last year. The giant, and I just like I'm just complete moron really, which is great. It's quite close to home. So I don't need to act that much.
But some of the things you get up to, though, I mean, your career, you would never have expected this when you first auditioned. That was Pop Idol, it was called back then, wasn't it?
Yeah, 21 years ago, which, God, well, once the singing, me and Sam did the singing for a couple of years, then we fell into TV presenting by chance, and we went on to have a successful career in children's TV, and now it kind of branches out into acting and, you know, doing the Panto stuff. So, like, the silly stuff I can get on board with because I've been doing it for 20 years. So.
But when it comes to acting, though, have you ever fancied a soap opera?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd love that, yeah.
Which one would you want to be in?
Probably Emmerdale.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit more northern, isn't it? Like, yeah, I don't think my Midlands tones would get away with the
But can you do a Yorkshire accent?
Well, I've
Can you
worked,
do accents other than that one?
I've worked with Sam for like 20 years.
I know, but you spent 20 years trying to block him out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all right. You speak like that a little bit, you know. It's a bit like that, you know. Or everything's down.
So that could happen.
That could happen.
Put a word in.
Yeah, please do.
If we see
do.
Lisa Riley knocking around anyway,
Absolutely.
mention it to her because she does Panto as well, doesn't she? So your paths may cross. It could happen.
You never know. She might get me a place in Emmerdale. That'd be nice.
That'd be fantastic. However, the thing in hand is Panto this Christmas. And how do you know what songs you've got yet?
Yes, we do have our songs. That's what we're rehearsing right now. I can't tell you what the songs are, but there are songs for young and old alike. And there's a few remixes as well for, obviously, for the characters involved. So it might not be the version that you're quite used to.
But you're going to absolutely belt it out across that stage?
Big time. And you're going to be belting it out. It's going to be physical comedy, interaction with the audience. Just get your tickets there. You can go to the...
GatehouseTheatre.com.
Yeah, .co.uk.
Oh, sorry. GatehouseTheatre.co.uk even, right?
Yeah.
01785 619
There we go.
Yeah. And I can't even see it in the number of mirrors we have.
You've done very well to remember that.
That was one that it tends to slip. But I mean, have a brilliant time. Break a leg, enjoy Panto, and enjoy stealing all your sister's food whilst you're up here staying with you while you're here.
100%. Let's hopefully she's not listening to this or watching this because I have been stealing a lot of food from her fridge.
She'll be fine with that.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
As long as you get a ticket to the Panto.
Oh yeah, that's sorted, mate. Don't worry about it.
Always good to see you. Thanks again.
You too.
Somebody who's going to be wearing an awful lot of wigs and some amazing frocks during the run of Jack and the Beanstalk at the Stafford Gatehouse is David Phips-Davis, who is with me now. Hello.
Hello, lovely to be here.
Well, good to have you along, and loving the Christmas jumper.
Thank you.
You've just told me you own 40 Christmas jumpers.
I do. I wear a different one every single day of rehearsals, right up until New Year. So.
It's not something you carry on through the summer, though?
No.
Tempting, then?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
So you were an absolute revelation last year. First time I've seen you on stage, and absolutely, in fact, I even Googled you afterwards. I mean, how serious is that?
I didn't notice, But...
There's just so much traffic anyway, I'm going to get. But you've got a brilliant old dame in the Panto, and this is an important part of the comedy, but it's bigger than that, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, I suppose so. I mean, obviously, the comedy's linked to the business I do with the comic, and also the costumes. But yeah, I suppose, but you're also mum, and you're also a big traditional part of the pantomime.
And I think the audiences take to that completely. And I was talking to Mark earlier, we were talking about the surprise of your amazing voice. And we've got interesting acoustics here. You haven't warmed up, though, so I can't force you to sing at this point, can I?
Probably not, no.
but obviously, this is just one of the many strings to your bow. So, I mean, what else do you do when you're not being Panto dame?
I mean, I do a lot of panto. I write pantos. I've written 2 pantos this year, Barnstable and Colchester, and I've directed them in the past as well. And I direct quite a bit of directing of plays, musicals, operas, and occasionally do musicals. I was in the Phantom of the Opera for far, far too long once upon a time, but not anymore. No, it's mainly just panto.
And writing for the rest of the year, probably.
Yes, no, that is ongoing.
And obviously, Panto is an important one to write, and the way in which you approach it is different. Now, obviously, you're being presented with somebody else's script here this year, but you're going to be absolutely loving the words you get to speak, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, obviously, we tweak it to suit ourselves and to suit the accents and things like that. But yeah, it is, you're presented with a script like anything else, but it's a little bit fluid.
What's the most outlandish outfit you've ever worn for Panto?
I mean, the ones I wore last year were pretty phenomenal.
I'll agree
All
with
the
you,
sweet-themed stuff. So I think probably one of those. Being dressed as a role of love hearts was quite interesting. This year I might be dressed as a hot air balloon at one point, which could be interesting.
But none of this practical for evening wear, unfortunately. I'm sure you'd love to take this home.
Not practical for anything. I can't get off the stage. I don't change in my dressing room. It's all in the wing because it's too big.
And also, again, this is part of the magic of Panto, the way the quick changes take place, the outfits that people wear, and the fact that it is just so brightly coloured as well. It's a step away from real life, and it just makes Christmas for every family.
Yeah, I hope it is a step away from real life, because no one will live their life the way I do in Panto.
Particularly not being chased by giants in this
Well,
case.
yes, but also, go to the kitchen, come back in a different dress, different colour hair, and that type of stuff. But
The hair, obviously, we both have a similar floating challenge nature, so, is this the only time of the year you have hair?
yes, it is. I mean, occasionally wear wigs for other things, but generally, no, it's always interesting, though, because when I had hair, it was much easier to wear wigs. Now there's no padding, so I have to wear a lot of wig caps.
Glue is your friend.
Yes, that's right.
So what do you have in store that you can talk about? Because you're in rehearsals at the moment, so the magic is starting to happen. But
Yes.
have there been any massive laugh out loud moments you weren't expecting?
I mean, there's a very wordy routine that has a lot of things that start with the word letter B in it, and the word bullocks is in it. Let's just say that. That won't make it into the show, but we're tripping over our words a little bit in rehearsals. So, yeah.
It'll come together.
Yes, it will do.
And it's a relatively short preparation period, isn't it, Panto? Rehearsals are not long for these sort of shows.
Yeah, no, we have a week in the room, and then we have a week of tech, and then we open. So it's quite short, but that's quite standard. I've done less. I've done 6 days before, which was flying by the seat of your pants a bit. But...
And we can be a bit more relaxed. I mean, you can lose your place in the script, and no one really minds a little in Panto. And I'm sure there are times when it's not so accidental losing your place in the script.
I mean, it happens when it's not pantomime sometimes. But yeah, I mean, I like to know it. Some people, I should give the impression to the audience that we're making it up. But in actual fact, far less of it is made up. I mean, often we're changing stuff in rehearsals, but usually it's far more on the script than people think it is. Even the stuff that is perceived to go wrong sometimes is rehearsed.
But not always.
No, not always. Sometimes stuff does go wrong.
And that, again, is part of the fun.
Yes.
Panto is just so special for so many people, and it must be really a pleasure to be part of it, even though it's blooming hard work.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard work, but we choose to do it, don't we? I mean, I insist on changing every time I come on stage. Not all dames do that. So it means I've got at least 11 costumes this year that I'm trying to sneak a couple more in if I can. There seem to be moments I could pop off stage and change. I mean, I wouldn't need to do that, but it's something I like to do, and it always gets a good reaction from the audience. But yeah, I mean, it was my first experience in a theatre, was seeing Panto a long time ago, in the 70s, and I've seen Panto every single year since then, apart from the year where none of us went out.
Mm-hmm.
But and I've done Panto every single year for the last 21 years, apart from the 2 years I was in musicals and the 1 year that we didn't do anything.
No,
But,
the world stopped for a little
Yeah.
while. But it's going to be amazing. So give us your character's title, because this is always important too.
So it's Dame Tilly Trot, and she runs Trot's Dairy, where we have one cow, Buttercup, with her sons Lazy Larry and Jack Trot.
And you're going to be the best mother you can be, aren't you?
Oh, obviously, yes. You've got two strapping boys, and then we've got to raise them up as a poor woman, though, single parent, because my husband's dead, as is often the case in pantomime.
Yeah, there's always a touch of sadness, but poor, but with at least 11 frocks.
Yeah, and then the jewellery and the feathers and all of that, she could sell the frocks, but she won't sell them.
You just wouldn't, would you? It wouldn't be the right way. Well, have a brilliant time with it. GatehouseTheatre.co.uk, 01785 619080 to get your tickets, and have an absolutely fantastic Christmas in Stafford, and we look forward to hopefully you being let loose with your vocal cords rather loudly and no glasses breaking.
Yes, hopefully not. Yeah. Thank you very much. It's great.
Jack and the Beanstalk is the Panto at the Stafford Gatehouse. It needs a good fairy. Wendy is back looking after that. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very well too, and looking forward to Christmas. That's going to be amazing.
Oh, it's exciting. I'm glad to be back here at the Stafford Gatehouse Theatre for our the Panto.
And the last two have been absolutely fantastic. So really looking forward to seeing you in action. But you tend to be interrupted by a small road now. We've been done quite
Is
well.
it my turn now?
Is he behind me?
Is it my turn now?
He is behind you.
I want to meet Jason. Can I come out?
Come on.
Does Jason promise that he'll laugh at all my miserable jokes?
I think it's compulsory. It's in the contract, so we'll be good.
In that case, Jason, here I come. Way! Hello, Jason.
How you doing?
I'm very well. All the better for seeing you.
So what's your held? Because obviously, have you just been wandering around chasing Wendy around all sorts of events and trying to annoy her?
Chasing Wendy about? That makes me sound very creepy, doesn't it? No, I'll tell you something, Jason. Wendy and we can't wait to be in Jack and the Beanstalk at the Gatehouse this year. I'll tell you what, if you don't book your tickets, it'll be a big mouse steak.
Get those guys in
That's good, isn't it?
You have to deal with this all the time, don't you?
I do. I think I deserve a reward for this. Don't you think?
I think
couldn't get my words out.
People of Courage Award, I think.
A big medal.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And obviously, it is all about Panto fun, and there is nothing quite like having somebody who's got a catchphrase. And I think that really helps in Panto, doesn't it? I mean, do we know anybody who's got?
Do you have a catchphrase?
Wendy, I don't think I know what Jason's talking about, but I must say, when he did mention a catchphrase, I felt so happy. Yeah. I was on the floor.
So all looking and sounding good for the Panto. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Now, there's somebody else who's part of the cast as well.
No, you don't want anything to do with him.
Wink, come in here, mate. Come in.
No, you don't want anything to do with it. There's a rumour he has a hand in my performance, but do not believe it. Do not believe it.
So, what have you been up to? What do you do during the time when you're not doing Panto?
Well, I do quite a lot of voiceovers, actually. And I suppose the one voiceover I'm best known for is Freddo chocolate bars.
Wow, he's good, isn't he?
Very good, isn't it?
So I do quite a lot of those. And I also do the occasional radio plays as well, which I love doing. I love doing radio because I don't have to learn the lines.
He's very interesting.
But true performer, because it's the Panto isn't the only thing that you've got up to. I mean, I hear there's talk of science fiction you've been involved in the past.
Yes, that's right. Yes, so you've done your research, Jason. Yeah. I've done quite a bit for Doctor Who. Yeah. And I've played the wonderful Sylvester McCoy when he wasn't available.
Gosh,
and Sylvester McCoy is one of my favourite Doctor Who's. It was a pleasure playing him, Jason. He's also a terrific Panto performer.
So you can bring in fans from not only the world of Panto, but also from elsewhere to the show. You two guys don't normally get to work with Wink on stage, do you?
No, we don't, funnily enough. We don't.
It's so lovely to see him. I didn't know he looked like that.
He's quite tall, isn't
he? He looked like Darren Day smacked in the face with a frying pan.
But the comedy is going to be there. There's the magic of Panto. So. Do you get wings this year?
I believe I do.
A fairy with wings?
I do have wings. I did see them in the wardrobe earlier, so yes. I do have wings.
And Theo, what outfits do you get to? Because I'm loving the festive hoodie at the moment.
Oh, thank you so much, Jason. Thank you. I've got a fantastic outfit this year. It really does look absolutely lovely. I am a vision in green.
Okay, well, that's all going to be good. It is here at the Stafford Gatehouse. It runs from the 5th of December through to the 6th of January. 01785 619080 is the box office number, or you can go online and book your tickets, because you absolutely have to book your tickets. Gatehousetheatre.co.uk. Wendy, Wink and Theo, thank you all.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so much, Jason. And always remember, if you look like your passport photo, you're too ill to travel. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Now, we're Jack and the Beanstalk at the Gatehouse in Stafford. We really need to be talking to Jack to find out the lowdown on what's happening. Ollie Hart-Bradford, local lad, is taking that role and he's with me now. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, are you all right?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Now, do you ever worked out how long ago it was I last interviewed you when you were one of the kids' performances in the city?
Yeah, how long ago?
It's got to be 8 or 9 years, hasn't it?
A long time ago.
Because, I mean, you've been enjoying the world of theatre for longer than probably either of us care to remember now.
Yeah.
But you've gone off, you've done your time at college, and here you are in Panto.
Yeah, we're back in the homeland of the Midlands. Super excited.
Well, it's not your own trip to the Midlands. You were in Birmingham the other week.
I was. So I finished literally 2 weeks ago. I was in Becoming Nancy at the Birmingham Rep, which was also just amazing. It's great how went off down to London to train, and now we're here back doing it.
It's the Midlands who are taking you to heart. And, But I mean, you are, we know, a great singer, and that's going to be used quite a lot during Jack and the Beanstalk, isn't it?
Yeah, just a bit. There's quite a few fun songs, a lot of songs that people will definitely know. So yeah, it should be great fun.
And whilst you have got to take a cow to market, and whatever you're thinking, definitely swap it for the beans, okay? Because otherwise the story doesn't go anywhere.
I know. It could be a right palaver if we get gold coins.
It would be bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely no ice creams at the interval if we get gold
well,
coins.
not for you. The audience can enjoy those, but
yeah.
You've just got to say goodbye to poor old Daisy.
I know, yeah. Oh, it's Buttercup in this.
Is he Buttercup?
Sorry.
Daisy,
Buttercup.
Buttercup. Cows' names always confuse me.
Yeah, they're all forever changing, aren't they?
This is it. So, what are you most looking forward to for the whole festive period here at the Gatehouse?
The humour in this show is... I don't think... I've been here, a day and a half now rehearsing, and I actually have never laughed this much. It is going to be brilliant. It's so funny. So funny. Dave, who's the Dame, is just brilliant. His humour and his timing is fantastic. And Mark as well. It's just... The cast are phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, you three get the bulk of the comedy, really, don't you? Except for Theo the Mouse. Oh. Now, is Theo somebody you've grown up seeing around and about already?
Me and Theo haven't really had a chance to meet properly yet.
You're not gelled yet, so you're waiting for that time.
No, but yeah, I've been warned about Theo.
Yeah,
and he's a bit of up to mischief. So
well, they're always causing trouble, and I don't know how Wendy manages to keep him under control, but she will do her best, won't she?
Yeah, well, hopefully, because Wink warned me about Theo, saying that he's a right troublemaker. So I'll put my guard up.
Okay, that's good, because we don't want him running off with Buttercup beforehand or nicking the beans when he don't need him to.
Yeah, definitely, that'd be a right turnaround.
It'd be a nightmare again, wouldn't it? We've got to be able to get that beanstalk so you can nip along and bump into a giant.
Yeah, well, that's the plan.
Yeah.
But anything can happen, really.
Are you scared of giants, or are you okay?
No, I'm not, but I've not done Jack and the Beanstalk, so my opinion on giants might change.
Okay, we'll see how that works out during the run. And it's from the 6th of December right the way through to the 5th of January. Yeah. So how much time do you get off for Christmas?
Christmas Day.
This means, though, you get to go and eat all your family's food?
Yeah, go back home, eat the food, come back, do it all again.
And it's going to be huge fun. 01785 619080 is the box office number. gatehousetheatre.co.uk to grab your tickets online. Break a leg, have a brilliant time. It's going to be great to see effectively one of our own up there on stage doing it. Have a fantastic time in Panto.
Thank you so much, and come and see it. It's going to be great.
That's a lot for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Back with episode 807 next week. I'll see you then. Ta-ra for now.
Goodbye from the milk bar. 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 Yeah. Goodbye from the milk bar. Yeah.